I am Jesse Lee Peterson, the founder and president of the Brotherhood organization of a new destiny. And our purpose is to rebuild the family by rebuilding the man. Let me ask you, Fred, are you married?
I was, I'm not now.
How long had you been married?
22 years.
Really? You have children?
I, my mother, my 4 sisters, and my brother have not seen my 7 children in 14 years.
Wow. 7 kids in 14 years?
You've heard of parental alienation syndrome.
I have some relationship to it. Thinking about my former ex-wife, she was
I told
constantly...
not to marry this woman, by the way.
I'm not sure if I remember hearing it.
Yeah.
But
you guys came to counseling?
No, I remember. He did, and I didn't listen.
Are you able to tell the people some of the things that she did to you as a result?
I don't even know where to start.
Every time I remember everything. I'm gonna tell them if you know.
let me try, and you can fill in the blank. I go in my closet, and it's sort of empty. I go downstairs, go into the office, it's empty. Computers, TV, fax machine, copier. One of the other officers is looking out, and he said, "I love your house in that backyard." And he went, "Could that be your stuff floating in the pool?"
So where did you go wrong? And now that you look back on this.
Well, I shouldn't have married this particular woman. I saw signs of the insecurity.
Do you agree with me that when you date, you should date for 7 years with no sex before marriage?
I don't agree with putting a time limit on it. I love the concept.
Are you married to a black woman?
Yes.
You were married to a black woman?
Yes.
From America?
Yes.
Oh man. No, I'm kidding.
This week, my wife turned to me and said, I'm sorry I degraded you in front of the kids. A lot of the things that I said were not the truth.
You know, when dealing with anger, see, if somebody broke into my house and stole my TV, that's a one-time event.
Right.
You say, okay, I'm over it, and I can move on with my life. But when the system is insane, and the system is allowing evil to happen to you every single day, then how do you do it? Because every day you have to deal with that anger over and over again.
How long you been married?
A year and a half this time.
This time? This your second one?
Yeah.
And what happened with the first marriage?
It failed.
Was it your fault or hers?
It was both of our fault.
What was wrong with you in that marriage?
I was angry.
And what were you angry about?
I had not completed things with my parents.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15. And
Yeah.
do you have anger?
Yeah, I do.
And where's your anger coming from?
Just resentment towards my mom or dad.
And why do you resent them?
I think I resent my dad because he's not really head of household like my mom. She doesn't she always fights with him in front of us, and she always puts him down.
How do you feel when you see that happening?
To be honest, sometimes I would actually get caught up in it, but then I've been realizing, I have to be with my dad, and I gotta help him, stick up for him.
So you feel like you need to help your dad deal with your mother in the right way instead of him allow her to run over him?
Yeah, and I need to deal with my mother,
That's
mom
terrible,
too.
man. I'm sorry you have to go through that.
I have to deal with my mom too.
What's a man?
I think a man is, what was said before, a man takes responsibility.
I don't think I could define it on the spot. No, I've never really thought about it.
You never thought about it? Yeah. Isn't that interesting? You never thought about, what is a man and am I a man? You never thought about
that? No, I never thought of it.
You could have the kingdom of heaven right here on earth. You don't have to wait to die. And I'm a living witness to that. Because I have no anger at all, none. I have perfect peace. I forgave my mother, I forgave my father. I realized they couldn't help themselves. And once I forgave them, God forgave me and set me free. And that's what he needs from you. And that's what the women need from you, that's what the children need, and that's what the world needs.
There were a lot of eye-openers today. I've heard a lot of stories. I've been around a long time with this activism, but hearing Reverend Peterson speak today, he actually answered questions that I've had for many years, and I thought I knew everything, but his perspective was so unique. that it was mind expanding for me, and I'll be thinking about it for quite some time.
I think some of the issues they talked about helped me with things that I'm thinking about in the future, things that, you know, issues that, like marriage, for instance, that I might be undertaking, you know, later on. I'm going to college, I'm going to grad school now, but I've been thinking about these, you know, about marriage and if my girlfriend's, you know, the right person for me.
Well, what I thought about the conference, the Bonds Men Conference, is it was really kind of enlightening, you know. I realized there's still some little missing pieces of my manhood, and I was able to figure out that anger is useless. It's like chasing after the wind. And unfortunately, there are a lot of men that are angry for no reason at all and don't realize why they're angry. And a lot of it has to do with parental resentment.
I think this kind of dialogue is good for young guys because you get to actually express how you feel without people judging you, without just listening, sitting and having someone just preach at you all of the time. So that dialogue is perfect.
I thought it was a great gathering of men, of addressing really serious issues, bringing out into the open. I think it helped reduce isolation for some of the men who thought they were the only ones facing some of these situations. So I thought it was constructive.
Order Bond's 3rd annual Fatherhood and Men's Conference DVD and CD set today. Featuring an expert panel discussion and a powerful workshop, this video and audio set is a life-changing gift. Order today by going to www.bondinfo.org, that's bondinfo.org, or call 1-800-411-BOND, that's 1-800-411-2663.